Ron DeSantis moments ago sworn in for a second term. Good afternoon. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
And I'm Nathalie Pozo. We do want to go straight out to our co-anchor Todd McDermott, who is live in Tallahassee. And Todd, the governor just spoke a few moments ago.
Nathalie, Tiffany, he also spoke early. He was not supposed to be sworn in until noon. That's the state law. He has to be sworn in by that time. But it was early. The speech came early, and it was quite a speech. Also, to be honest, quite a show here in front of the State House today. A far different atmosphere than 4 years ago. There was a larger presence by security. There was a military flyover as well. Besides the military flyover, there were drones overhead. The crowd was twice the size. There was the brass band, and there was a feeling of being on a much bigger political stage. A political stage that obviously has national implications now. Now, the governor could have gone any number of ways with this inaugural address. 4 years ago, it was about healing and not being divisive. This time around, he talked about his record. He talked about Florida being a beacon of hope in this country right now, and he slammed much of the federal government, including what would have been the administration of Republican President Donald Trump, but never mentioned Trump's name nor President Biden's name. But listen to what he did say.
Florida shows that results matter. We lead not by mere words, but by deeds. 4 years ago, we promised to pursue a bold agenda. We did just that, and we have produced results.
And that was really the theme of this speech. It was not only producing results here in Florida, but a promise to produce further results in the years ahead. No mention was made, of course, of a presidential run, but it's important to note that that announcement could come as soon as late spring, if it comes, as many expect. And again, this speech is being watched around the country. The 46th governor of the state of Florida has been inaugurated again. Ron DeSantis will continue as governor of the state. Much more coverage later today here, live from Tallahassee. For now, I'm Todd McDermott. Let's go back to Tiffany and Nathalie in the studio.
All right.